All right, good morning, Nigeria. You know it's 7 o'clock. You know where you are right now. You're going to be looking out for this show and only this show at this time forever. We have never disappointed you, and of course, we're not planning to disappoint you at all this morning either.
Hey, it's time for another exciting and exhilarating time on Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah.
I am Mike Mesikeno.
And I'm Titi Layo Oyinson. He hasn't given us any dry jokes yet, but it's still early in the day. It's still early in the day. And of course, the middle of the week has finally got to us, you know, but are you used to getting back to work? You know, you had a long break now. You went on leave. We were here working, but it's fine. So are you used to
2 days,
coming back?
she said long
Which
break.
2 days?
What's
Which
long
2
about
days?
that? What's long about that? Hey, then, but then, hey, come on. She said something about dry jokes. It's dry jokes. Wednesday is normally the day people drop dry jokes, right? So everybody here, get ready your dry jokes.
Yes,
you can hit us up on social media and also. But then if you're feeling disgruntled, that's why we're here to make you feel a whole lot better about your holidays being over.
Wow. Okay, so what's the driest joke you've ever heard? Tell us. I want to know. Please don't forget we're streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. Look us up at TVC Connect. Your comments are very important to us. Use our hashtag, please. Wake Up Nigeria.
All right, so we have a murderer in the house today.
A murderer?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know you. Please.
Because
I don't
now
know
at
who
the
he's
last
talking
I saw
about.
something. I saw a picture. It was a mock shot. It had a weapon of mass destruction.
What's the weapon?
It was a butcher knife.
Okay.
It was just holding you like this.
Okay.
I look at the guy was head like that. Like,
Seriously, that's the best you could do.
So that was a
Seriously.
very dry joke.
But the one and only
see-
Chef V is in the house.
You see what Titi was saying?
Yes.
That you will still crack a joke. I did not say drive. Mike, you know you are my person. Just take high five. I did not say drive. But it's a joke, Sha.
But
This dry you're going on about. Don't let me move forward.
one of the
on that.
hottest chefs around, you know,
Yes,
Chef
so
V
Chef
in the
V.
building. Yeah.
Chef Uncle V, as I like to call him.
Yeah.
Morning, guys.
So he was already chewing something this morning. And I was wondering because I need to chew whatever.
Mike is always
It's carrot
jealous
on that
when he
table,
sees
right?
Anybody
I have a
chewing.
carrot.
Right?
Let's get straight to it.
Okay, so sadly we have to kind of drop the tempo because we are going to be talking about this sadly increasing rate of suicide. And of course, with a recent spotlight on depression, we thought we should have a conversation with Dr. Priscilla. Now, she's a clinical psychologist and she has a lot of information to share with us on the signs to look out for when it comes to suicide.
And we will be taking on some trending weight loss diets and their side effects.
All of you yo-yo dieters, you need to look out for that one. Then we'll be chatting with one of the amazing DJs in town these days. He's been out there for a very, very long time, DJ So Gospel. But he has an interesting story to tell as well.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me.
Dealing with a dependent male partner. Now, that is a discussion we'll be having with our relationship coach, Sandra Udufadering, this morning.
Interesting topic there. And we'll be going on onto a musical performance, of course. And when it comes to music, we never let you down. We have Yoki, Dami, Muiwa, and Fola. They'll be here soon.
And then, of course, after that, we have one of Instagram's most sensational and annoying figures, Bello Creb, will be in the house today. We'll be catching up with him with all the exciting things that have been happening to him.
We call this in giant orange. Just to know that this thing can make you pregnant. Hey! This is not giant orange. This is fruit of the womb. Hey, whoa! It's even red. It's the baby, the blood of the baby. All these things that you're seeing there. 1, 2, 18 twins, that's what you are going to be pregnant of. Hey!
Let me go and put it inside the dustbin. Let me go and throw it.
Come. The dustbin that are full. Let me put it inside my dustbin for you.
I'm not a fool. I'll throw it inside.
Do you know the funny thing? I saw this guy at the airport once and he had that exact look of disdain on his face. You know, he has this way he looks when he eyes people. I don't know how he does it in his skits, but it's like everyone is just like not up to par when it comes to this particular guy. I'm really interested in finding out what he looks like out of that dress.
We'll be seeing him at the end of the show, thankfully. All right, so before that, we're talking about dependency. I'm trying my best to ignore Mike, but for some weird reason, my eyes keep going to Mike.
He's
like
eating
that crunch.
A vegetable. And he's not eating it in a very gentlemanly way.
My goodness.
Just
anyway, so, you know, just before that, we're talking about dependency. That's what is it about people saying, oh, if a woman is in charge at home, like financially, things are not the same, unlike when it's a man who is providing. It's something I can't relate to.
The way just sitting pretty there. I'm just sitting pretty there.
Okay, really, I don't understand. What, am I like a marriage expert now? Or like a relationship expert? Because I don't know why everyone's looking at me.
Air your thoughts.
I don't want taking that discussion.
Yes, I am taking that discussion, but we're looking at dependency in the context of a man still living with his parents. Like, at what age does a man step out of his parents' home? To be independent in this climate.
For me,
so,
you know,
sure.
For me, it was, I think it was 11.
Okay.
Parents were very good, but the moment I went to boarding house, that was the last time my parents' house stopped being my house, because from boarding house was straight into university. University I had to stay in school, and from university, Pope, so boarding house was it.
Okay. Really? So you stopped being dependent
boarding
because
house,
of boarding
independency since you were 11.
That's one thing. That's one thing boarding house does for you.
Wow.
But
okay,
yes,
so personally, I see no wrong in marrying a man who lives with his parents. Okay. That's my personal opinion. Especially when you live in a place where rent is expensive and you think of so many other costs. I look at it that you could save money to probably even, you know, have a higher chance of buying your own house or at least making investments. You guys can give yourself a 10-year plan. That, okay, in the next 10 years, we know we are moving out.
I get where
and then you also have the help. To an extent, many people are frightened about the mother-in-law.
Anyway, we'll have more of the discussion when Miss Sandra comes. Because don't you think it will make the man seem too comfortable?
It depends.
It depends on the kind of man. See, there are some men that you could move to a house and you end up paying the rent. So it really depends on the man.
Well, no. Why would I want to pay the rent?
Okay, so if you can't pay the rent, you probably would end up paying the rent.
For different folks.
So really, it does depend on the man. That's my opinion.
But there's one man that I know.
And how he was raised.
He's not staying with his parents, and of course he's very dependable.
Do you live with him?
Oguntoye is on standby for the news.
How do you know?
I don't know.
To a man leaving his father and mother to cleave with his wife. All right, let's turn our attention to the news this morning. Northeast Regional Editor of Daily Trust newspaper, Uthman Abubakar, has been released. Editor-in-Chief of the newspaper, Manu Dan Ali, announced the release after receiving Abubakar, who was brought into the Maiduguri office by an army officer. Soldiers had invaded the head office of the newspaper in Abuja and its regional offices in Maiduguri, Borno State capital, as well as Lagos. The soldiers barricaded the gate of the Maiduguri office after arresting 2 editorial staff. Abubakar said he was cautiously treated while in detention, but his mobile phones and laptops are yet to be handed over to him. The federal government says the new minimum wage bill will be transmitted to the National Assembly on January the 23rd. Organized labor was able to extract this commitment from the federal government after 3 days of talks. At the resumed meeting on Tuesday, both parties went straight to business, and in no time, an agreement was reached. Labour Minister Chris Ngige expresses confidence the timeline set to table the bill before the Federal Executive Council, the National Economic Council and the Council of States will be adhered to. Organized Labour says its goal is the implementation of the 30,000 naira as new minimum wage for workers. And the Nigerian Air Force has buried the 5 airmen killed in combat last week. Flight Lieutenant Perowe Jacob, Sergeant Awal Ibrahim, Lance Corporal Adamu Nura, and aircraft man Meshach Ishmael were on board a helicopter providing air cover to troops in Damasak, Borno State. With military honors and gun salutations, the remains of the departed heroes were lowered into the graves amid tears at the National Military Cemetery in Abuja. The federal government says it's set now to launch a massive media campaign to support the military in the fight against insurgency. Information Minister Lai Mohammed said this at a press conference in the Federal Capital Territory. In recent times, Boko Haram has launched a series of attacks specifically targeted at military formations in the northeast, which have refuted claims that the sect has been successfully degraded. But the federal government is confident that the military has the capacity to keep the nation secure, despite setbacks recorded in recent times. The government is appealing to the media to exercise restraints when reporting the insurgency in the northeast, so as not to demoralize the military and strengthen the morale of the insurgents. That's the news this hour.
Welcome back. Now it's still Wake Up Nigeria. We have, of course, the headlines in the dailies up next. The Punch says federal government, Labour sign pact. National Assembly to get minimum wage bill January 23rd. Now a lot of images there of things happening in the national protest organized by Labour. It says here, Lagos-Ibadan Rail, federal government orders importation of 30 coaches and 300 wagons. Seasonal politicians mustn't deliver Kwara to Lagos paymasters, says Saraki. It says investors to inject $1.7 billion in Kua Ibo power project here, more on page 22. Why have not fired service chiefs acted on IG, says Buhari. It also says here, tears as NAF buries helicopter crash casualties. That's what we have on the cover of The Punch.
And straight up to the Nigerian Tribune, a rain of bullets at Lagos. APC gubernatorial campaign kicks off. And we have here the rider underneath says 3 journalists sustained bullet wounds, MC Oluomo stabbed, and many others injured. Police arrest 15, that's on page 3. And we can see that picture there, one of the victims at the kickoff of Lagos APC governorship campaign rally being carried away from the venue of the event at Sky Power Open Field, Ikeja, GRA, Lagos. Tears as Air Force buries remains of helicopter crash pilots and crew members. And underneath the picture there, FG to send the minimum wage bill to NAS January 23rd. No 30,000 naira, no vote. Labour tells government. Kano, Benue, Niger, Sokoto offer to pay if. And after that, it's Buhari's prerogative to extend IGP's tenure, says the FG. Call PDP to order, presidency tells Abdul Salami Committee. I'll form government of national unity if elected. That's from Olawekbo Hashim. And up there, the final one, why we rejected electronic transmission of results. That's from INEC. All of this and more on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune.
We're moving straight to the Guardian newspaper. It says 3 feared killed as APC begins campaign in Lagos. Party chairman apologizes, blames infiltrators. Presidency alleges violation of peace pact by PDP. Salah retains African Footballer of the Year award. Government loses claims on efficiency with 4 trillion naira recurrent expenditure plan. Recurrent expenditure at 4 trillion betrays government's efficacy claims. Buhari urges African soldiers with political ambition to resign. More on page 3. Government plans campaign to rally support for the military. And a sad one here. I knew about my husband's death on WhatsApp, says the widow of the NAF pilot. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
Daily Sun, I love this headline. Screaming a very big one. Heroes. The annotation underneath says Air Force buries officers who died fighting Boko Haram. And underneath there we have, that's the picture of the heroes with their coffins draped in Nigerian colors. And 3 shot dead, journalists hit, many stabbed at Lagos APC rally. Buhari to Nigerians, vote out debtor governors and justifies non-retirement of service chiefs. Lai Mohammed dismisses allegations against Amechi and Amina Zakari. And top right corner, federal government buckles to transmit minimum wage bill January 23rd. Labour shakes cities with pre-strike rallies. And finally, just down there, Ibadan, mayhem, Olubadan and chiefs talk tough. All of this on the cover of the Daily Sun.
The New Telegraph says on the presidency, Atiku has no vision for Nigeria, according to Tinubu. And PDP say Buhari will use and dump you after the polls. There are tears as Air Force buries helicopter crash victims there. Sad images there. Gunshots, violence rock Lagos APC rally, says 3 feared dead. New Telegraph reporter, other journalists wounded. It also says here on minimum wage, federal government succumbs, agrees to transmit bill before January 23rd. NLC say will shut down economy if you fail. Workers protest in Abuja and states. All right, that's what we have on the cover of the New Telegraph.
And straight up to the nation, I like this. We must throw in everything to ensure they didn't die in vain. TFO final buy for 5 officers who died in Air Force plane crash. We have the pictures here and their names: Meshak, Ishmael, Peraway, Jacob, Adamu Nura, Awal, Ibrahim, and Kathu Kili Iyofas. Those are the 5 pictures that you see there, and you can see their widows also crying there. And underneath that, Tinubu blasts PDP and Atiku. APC chief rallies Buhari campaign council members ahead of poll. And there's a quote there. Quote begins, when Buhari says yes or no, you know where he stands. He means what he says, no more, no less. With Atiku, things are more nuanced. When Atiku speaks, he may mean yes, no, maybe, I don't know, come back tomorrow, all the above, or none of the above, quote ends. And Ambode,
very interesting quote.
very, very interesting there. Ambode says Lagos deserves continuity, and 63 parties back Sanwo-Olu. NURTW factions clash, and we have a picture of the massive mega rally that held in Ikeja. You see Governor Ambode addressing party faithful. This was yesterday, and he's flanked by APC chairman Tunde Balogun and governorship candidate Sanwo-Olu. All of this, okay, top left, top right, pardon me, Ekiti official abducted, and Salah is Africa's best. For this and much more, you can check out The Nation.
The Nation newspaper is packed today.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Wow.
It is.
And most of the dailies are as well. There's so much happening in the news. Grab a paper today. So it's time for us to work on getting rid of that excess, the excess calories we gained over the holidays. I know I am.
It's fitness and the garden.
Live on Wake Up Nigeria. Let's go. Let's work out this morning. Everybody, let's go up. Come on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll push it up this way. Come on, everybody, go. 1, 2. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll take you forward this way and sit down. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll take you to the side and take it up this way. That's it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll show your side this way. That's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now go down and take it back to the other side. Up this way. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, down back and take it forward. Push it forward this way. Down. That's it. Down. Up this way. Good. That's 3 now. Come on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, kick your legs out this way. That's it. Okay, kick, 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 kick. That's it. That's 1. On the spot this way. Jump it out. Jump it out. Stationary run. Come on. That's it. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Jumping jacks. Go. 2, 3 now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back straight to the stationary run. Go. That's 2, 3 now. 4, 5. You must make sure your hand is moving and your leg is also moving. Right? You have to get the posture right. Go this way now. 7, 8, 9. Then jumping jacks. Control your body. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, back. Straight this way now. Punch it out. 2. That's it. 3, 4. It's 5, 6 now. 7, 8, 9. And take to the side this way. Now come on. 2. That's 3. Ends up. Ends up. Go. 7, 8, 9, and 10. The other side. Kick it out. Kick it in. Go. That's it. 2, 3 now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, that's what you're doing now. You do 2 together. Go this way. 1, that's it. 2, come on. 3 now, that's it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and go down this way. That's it. Squat it out. Go. Squat it out. For those of you that want some butt, now you go this way and look at me. Do it right. That's it. You have to push your butt out this way. Come on. That's your hip bone. Go. Push it out. That's it. Good. Let's go. Don't stop. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. That's what you're doing now. You go down this way. Everybody. Now stretch it out. 2, 3 now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll pull to the side, 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 side. Harder, side. Work on those hands. Punch it out. Go. That's it. 2, 3 now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, down this way. Warming down. Taking a lot of hair. Go. And out. In. And out. In. And out. Take it in again. And stretch it out this way. That's it. Your legs together. Legs together. Down this way. Take it up again. And down. Take it up again. That's it. Hope you've had a good workout this morning. Come on, everybody. Let's go straight back into the kitchen.
So I'm yet to get over that party was going like this. Well, you're welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. It's always a pleasure to have Chef Uncle V, as I like to call him, in the kitchen today.
Good morning, guys.
Well, it's good to see you, of course. What are we making today?
Today we're making chicken and veggie wrap.
Chicken and veggie wrap.
Nigerians call it shawarma.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
The ingredients are on your screen right now. You see all of them, all the things we're making use of. Seems like when you get your shawarma, you bite into it, like maybe 2 or 3 ingredients. But just take a look at the list on your screen right now. That's a lot. Okay, so let's talk about the ingredients.
We have pita bread.
Okay.
We have sausage, onion, carrots, cabbage, our chicken breasts. Okay. It's marinated.
Okay, that's why it's sealed.
Yeah, that's why it's sealed. Usually when you marinate chicken, you use a nylon to cover it then before you apply the cover.
Yeah, I never used to bother.
So,
but now I think that's what I'll start doing now. All right?
We have
the cucumber.
Chili pepper, yeah, cucumber, our lime, our lemon.
Yeah, I've gotten into lime.
We have our garlic powder, chili powder, ginger powder, our curry, our seasoning, and our salt.
So we're making use of all of this to make shawarma.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, wow, this is exotic. Uncle V special. So have you put it in here?
We have little of them here.
Okay, so what did you put in here?
We have chili powder.
Okay.
We have garlic powder.
Okay.
Our ginger. Okay. We have our curry, our seasoning, and little salt.
Salt. Okay, so this isn't in it.
Yeah, no, this is not in it. Oh. Yeah.
What purpose is that supposed to serve?
For when you're mixing the salad.
Okay. I was wondering salad and shawarma, then I remembered. Okay, so what's the first thing we're doing?
Okay, well, we're going to be trying out 2 methods of making this particular dish, which is using a grill or using a pan. Now, most people don't have a grill in their homes. Okay. So for that, they can actually use
the option of a pan. This is fantastic.
So for this, we'll load this onto our grill.
Okay. So you can always make shawarma yourself at home. Made easy. Courtesy Chef Uncle V. Why are you doing this?
Usually I enjoy grilled chicken. Oh. Yeah, so I always go for, but there's not much of a difference in the taste.
Okay, because I know most times this is done in the pan with pepper and so many other things in it. Okay, so it's just because you like grilled chicken.
And now,
so the pan type.
Yeah, we'll do the pan type.
Okay.
So for that, the same thing we did with this.
Okay. So we wait for the pan to heat up with the chicken, right?
Chicken, yeah.
Okay. Okay. This looks really good. It does.
So cover this.
And let it grill.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right then. This is a process that is still going to take a while to come together. However, by the time we get back much later, it'll be to wrap up. You already know what the basics are. And of course, we'll keep you posted and updated on what we've done so far. We have to go on a break now. Don't go anywhere. Wake Up Nigeria returns shortly.
Welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria. And of course, you definitely know that on the show we bring you everything of music, lifestyle, fashion, and relationship. Moving on to relationship, of course, every individual comes with a unique kind of baggage. But what if, as a woman, you find yourself in a relationship with a man still largely dependent on his parents? How do you begin to deal with such a man? Be it in a marriage or in a relationship? That's one tough question. With us, joining us this morning, of course, is relationship coach, Miss Sandra Odufadere. You're welcome to the show.
Good morning. It's good to have you. You look good, ma'am.
Oh, thank you very much. All right. So first off, I need to ask, at what age does a man step out of his parents' house to be independent?
Abroad, when we're in America or in the UK, he's 18 years old, but you know, it doesn't work that way in Nigeria because a lot of factors that are stopping it. I usually basically, when you're out of the university and then you have a job, it's usually advisable to let your children go. Like I always say to parents, once they go to secondary school, they don't come back to you. They've gone. So let them go and let them have their life to live.
But do you think that it actually depends their mental state? Like it actually depends, it affects how independent or non-independent they are as men? Living with your parents.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
When you have to feed your child, when you have to, I know of a man of 40 years old that was still living with his father. At a point, the man said, no, stop giving him food. Let him go and work. Yes, he was already a graduate. He has gone for his master's. I see it as laziness.
As well, okay.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So at the point, his father stopped them from giving him food. And he picked an offense. But that really helped him out because at a point, he started having issues with his dad. And then that pushed him to go and do anything.
Yes, I have seen that happen. Yeah. Now, let's break it down to relationships.
Okay.
What side effect do you think it will have on that relationship? For example, if I was dating a man who is still living with his parents.
Okay, I always like to use myself as an example. Okay. While I was dating my husband, he was living with his grandmother in a family house. Okay. He was given one room in there. And then I said to myself, when he was getting to a level where I knew that we were going to get married, and then they were already planning that they were going to give him a bigger apartment and we get married there. I called him one day and I said to him, I'm sorry, look at me, I cannot live under I can't. We have to look for a way around it. So as a woman, I always say in a relationship, a woman owns a relationship.
She does?
Yeah.
Okay.
The man owns the marriage.
I hear of the marriage, but
No, the man owns the marriage. You have a say in the relationship. When you talk, he listens. But when you are not married, he sees you as you don't have anywhere to go. And then he stands on his point. Okay. Yes. A relationship, the lady owns it. You talk and listen in relationship.
I thought it was the other way around.
No, in marriage. Like right now, where do you want to go? But if it is in a relationship, if I can't take the heat, I get out of the kitchen. Yeah, but in marriage, you have nowhere to go. So in a relationship, you still have a say. I remember when we even got the apartment, for him to move was a problem. He said he wasn't going to move. We should wait until the wedding night. And I didn't want any trick. I wanted us to be in our house while we are getting married. So I insisted. But now it cannot be that way.
Yes, but I feel that there are different strokes for different folks. Yeah. There's also because a lot of men would find it very sensitive. Yeah. How do you approach it in a way that doesn't, make you feel that are you trying to cut me away from my family
you're not cutting him away. He is a man. Even the parents should encourage him to leave their house. Why would you want to marry in your mother-in-law's husband's house? Yeah, it's her husband's house. If she decides to throw you out tomorrow, it's your business.
Yeah, but you hear there's this connection. People, oh yeah, I have a certain connection with my mother.
No, yeah, that is not stopping it. If you want to give them an apartment, you can say, okay, I'm giving you this flat. It's yours. You can rent it if you don't have money. Rent it out and get an apartment around the environment. Maybe if they live somewhere in Magodo, you can insist that, okay, I still want to see you around. You can get an apartment. Like when I got married, we were always coming to see my parents, mother-in-law, once every week. But it's not so anymore after 11 years. Over time, activities, we just stop it. Okay. So you can insist on that. But don't insist that they should live in your apartment if you want their progress. Because you didn't live in your husband's, in your father-in-law's house. So why are you not insisting your husband or your son get married in your house? It's not right.
All right, so there's also the issue of mothers cooking for their sons, especially in this kind of situation where I'm talking in a marriage now. Okay. I've heard of instances where the mother still cooks for the man, even after they're married. How does the wife in this kind of situation deal with?
No, there's absolutely nothing wrong in your mother-in-law cooking for your husband.
Really?
If you have a good relationship.
Okay.
If you have, that's what
all the time?
Not all the time. Maybe once in a while, like when you give birth, when she comes for omugo, and you can't, like someone that
We're
like
not talking omugo now. Omugo is
not
different.
all the time. All the time is wrong. Okay. All the time is wrong. My own husband, I don't know of some other people, does not even accept food from any other person except me. Even when I give birth, he would be starving until I start cooking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if you are still wanting to be cooking for your son while he's married, you're not helping. You're not helping the marriage because this woman will not be happy. And it's very good for you to start competition. Because there's a competition between the daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law. So as a mother-in-law, I always advise people. At several occasions, I say to my mother-in-law, I have offended you now. I say, I'm sorry. Does not mean I won't offend you again. I'm sorry, but I can't be like you. Do you understand? So you have to have a large heart to take this lady as your daughter. Like if I offend my mom now, she will call me later and say, Sandra, I don't like what you just did. But if it's the mother-in-law that is having nursing grudges, she will keep it, and that will go to another level. So try to have an open conversation. I used to have conversation with my mother-in-law. Okay. Yeah, she's not around now. She's relocated to America. But when she was in Nigeria, we do have conversation. She knows that I could be very stubborn.
Okay, so moving back to relationships right now. Would you suggest or would you advise young women to be in a relationship with men living in their parents' house?
Be in a relationship with a man.
Would you advise?
Yeah.
That they should.
Of course, everybody have a starting point.
Because for someone like me, it's a deal breaker. No, so if you're a man and you still live in your parents' house, you're a mommy's boy.
No.
That's the general perception, really.
No, it's not. It's not, because everybody have their humble beginning. He's just starting. He met you. Everybody, you cannot meet a millionaire like that. Everybody cannot be a millionaire when they get married. You have to build together. Like in my own case, there was no finance as at that time. I told him, okay, I have this so amount. Let's come together. And we agreed on a particular time, and we got the apartment. So you can also come together if he listens. You know, some people, they just stand on it like, I don't want to.
Exactly.
Man, then you should have a rethink. Because the truth is that if you live in the same house with your mother-in-law, there will always be issues. We all know now, ladies, we don't know how to accommodate ourselves. Even with the mother-in-laws. I'm sorry, but that's the truth in reality.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Sandra. It's always a pleasure having you on the show. So women, ladies, I hope you've been able to learn one or two from this conversation this morning. We'll have to move over to the kitchen where Mary and Chef V are cooking up a storm. Hello, guys.
All right. You're welcome again to the kitchen right here on Week of Nigeria. A lot has been going on. We have our pan chicken here ready. And we also have the grilled one, just about 5 minutes away from reaching where you want it to be. Take a look at what is done. The sausages are now in the grill. So we're trying to get this ready as well as the chicken so that we can do the wrap. Now, this is how to cut the cabbage. How come I'm doing the talking? You're supposed to be telling us what we're doing.
Okay.
Take over. Chef Uncle B in the building, by the way.
All right. Actually, I like to cut the cabbage this way because I like to feel its crunchiness when you're biting.
Okay.
You don't want it to feel so big in the mouth.
Okay.
So we make it really slim.
Okay.
Like it's very easy. You divide
You half it. Okay.
yeah, and then just use your knife.
So that's how to achieve this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, super easy. But the first time you try it, it might seem hard, but then you just keep trying.
That's why I don't want to offer to help, because all these things look easy until you are the one holding the knife.
So, okay, this should be able to do one.
Okay. All of this for one wrap?
No, won't be. I know some people don't like cabbage.
Well, it depends.
Don't tell me you're one of them.
I had cabbages yesterday night, like cabbages and fish with carrots and cucumber. That was what I decided to have for dinner. More like a salad, because I use salad cream as well, more like coleslaw.
So this is our bread.
Okay, are we heating it up in any way?
What I do is I open it.
Okay. This is how it usually comes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you open it up yourself to create like 2 slices. Okay.
And with this, you apply cream.
On the outside?
Yeah, both on the outside and inside.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? How?
Because you want, when you put the bread on the grill, you want to have a bit of moisture so it doesn't break.
Really now?
Yeah.
I never thought. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Like most times the bread is just wrapped and put on.
Yeah. This will make the bread, like when it's heated, you can feel like it's plastic.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you have a bite, you...
Wow, so it's kind of like rubbery, but when you bite, it's soft.
It's soft.
Not like the crunchy ones we get most times. See all these shawarma guys now, they are watching you and they're saying, this is another idea. We'll turn it from 500 to 700. Okay, so the chicken, is it ready?
Yeah, it's almost ready.
Okay, let me make some space for it here. So we just put it back aside.
I think we're going to use the pan because after the pan is ready. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay. Are we putting in the cucumber?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Depending on how you like it, you might actually like it this big.
No, I think we should cut it.
I like to cut.
Yeah, so. the shawarma way. Okay. Oh, those are large chunks. Why don't shawarma guys do this kind of chunks? You bite and you'll be saying, are you sure there's meat in this thing?
It's a business thing.
It's a business thing.
Yeah.
To maximize profit.
Exactly.
But that's not nice. But it's a good thing. You learn how to do it yourself at home. So you don't feel shortchanged every time you go to buy shawarma. Okay. So what's in this? Because I can see this is not ketchup, it's not mayonnaise, it's not salad cream. What is it?
This is actually
your special.
Yeah.
So can you just give us 1 or 2 of the ingredients?
There's a little bit of mayonnaise in it.
A little bit of mayonnaise. And since it's this color, I'm sure there's ketchup. But I don't want to know what else, since you don't want to tell me. So you can experiment on your own. These things have to do with taste. I remember when you first told me some of the things here, I tried them myself for Christmas. Okay. And the Christmas salad was yummy. Oh gosh, I still can't get over it. Thank you so much for the tip. So you're doing this?
Yeah, so our shawarma is almost ready.
You haven't put the cucumber.
I like to put that one last.
Last, okay. Yeah. Are you putting in onions?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. Okay. So quickly, so we can quickly wrap it up. This is ready. Let me cover it again. Okay. Yeah.
So depending on how most people like enough cream.
Okay.
In theirs.
Okay.
Why some don't.
Okay. So let's just wrap it. I think this is enough cream.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. Ha! Are you sure they use up to this in each shawarma that me have been buying?
Just like I said, it's a business thing. If you're making it at home, you find it tastier because...
Let's see you wrap it.
Okay. So you help me clear this.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
our sausages are ready.
Okay.
So I'm
one
going to
sausage.
one sausage.
Okay. Let's wrap.
Let's take this off.
Okay. Let me help you with that. Should I take this off as well?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Okay. So.
Okay.
To wrap this, all you have to do is bring in the inner, use the inner bread.
Okay. I'm as interested as you are. So you wrap the inner bread first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you use this.
To finish it off.
Voila.
Nice.
Place it on the oven.
Nice. See? Our
It's on our
shawarma
grill,
will be ready soon. I can't wait to take a bite. Well, there's still more conversation on food as we'll return with dietitian and nutritionist Cynthia Onyekwere. But that'll be right after this break. Stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. Now, in the garden, loads of great things happen. And today, something else is going to happen that's great. We're going to find out a little bit about some of those diets that people have been going on to achieve weight loss. We have Cynthia Onyekwere here. Now, she is a licensed dietitian, right? And nutritionist. And of course, we've had her on the show before to talk about so many different things. Talk to us about some of these weight loss trends that actually could be bad for us.
Okay, thank you for having me. The first I would like to talk about is slimming tea.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people, slimming teas have been trending for quite some time. You know, a lot of people take certain teas because they tell them that when they take these teas, it should help them to lose weight. But the actual thing about how these slimming teas work is that they have laxatives and diuretics. Now, those substances make them to pass a lot of water through their stools and urine. And then when they use it over a long period of time, they become prone to becoming dehydrated. Okay. So, and when they lose the weight, it's not like as if it's fat or muscle that they've lost. It's actually water weight that they've lost because the body is made up of 50 to 60% water by weight. So when you expose yourself to slimming teas and you begin to stool excessively, you lose a lot of water. And then when you climb the scale and check your weight, you feel your weight will actually drop because you've lost a significant amount of water.
So it's just the water you've lost?
It's just the water you've lost.
You've actually lost any fat?
The fat is still there. You've not lost the fat. It's the water that you've lost.
So no to slimming teas?
No to slimming teas, yes.
Okay, so those slimming teas and detox teas are in the market for a reason, right? So people have been told, you know, they have some toxins in their bodies and, you know, once in a while, maybe once a month, they need to detox. You're not saying detoxing is bad?
Now, when this issue of detoxing is very controversial. Okay. Where I have issues with it is where people tell others to detox regularly without any indication for it. Okay. Now, what is detoxification? It's just getting rid of the toxins that we've acquired from the environment or that come out as a result of certain processes that goes on in the body. Okay. Now, God has placed a natural method, a natural way of us detoxifying our bodies. Right. We can detoxify. We don't do this consciously. Okay. It's something that goes on without our notice, and it's the lungs, the liver, the kidney, the skin that helps us detoxifying, helping us to get rid of this toxin. So there is really no need for you to go and be detoxifying once a month or twice a month, except in a case whereby you're critically ill. And for you to even get to that point, you'd have to be admitted in the hospital.
Or at least checked by a doctor.
Checked by a doctor.
Okay, all right. So we have some things here. We have orange, watermelon, we have pawpaw here. We also have tea here. And we have a smoothie maker here on set. So what are you trying to demonstrate here?
Okay, what I'm trying to demonstrate is that another trending weight loss diet is intake of smoothies alone to lose weight. Now, taking smoothies alone is not ideal because smoothies are not an ideal meal. Now, when we talk about what makes up a meal, your foods are supposed to be gotten from the different food groups that give you carbohydrate, fat, protein, and other essential nutrients. Now, smoothies contain just carbohydrates alone. So if you're taking only smoothies, that means your diet is lacking in fats, is lacking in protein, and other essential nutrients. And why it seems as if those on smoothies, slimming teas and detox teas lose weight drastically, like I explained earlier, is one, they lose a lot of water, and there is a serious calorie deficit.
All right, so I love my smoothies, right? So when is it actually right to take a smoothie?
Now, if you're tired of eating your fruit just like that and you want to do something interesting, you can make a smoothie out of your fruits.
Okay.
And if you're also trying to maybe encourage your child to eat more, and maybe your child is the type that doesn't like taking fruits, you can make it into a smoothie, more or less like a drink for him to take. But taking smoothies alone, morning, afternoon, and night, as a means of losing weight is not ideal.
All right, so now this bottle is on set Y. What is this?
Okay, it's just to demonstrate how people move about with their slimming teas and their detox teas.
Okay.
So most times when they finish making the slimming teas, they tend to transfer it into bottles like this, and then they go everywhere with it. So the thing is, a lot of people just do what is trending without actually knowing the importance or the essence. So, you know, it makes it so handy whenever they're at work or on the go, they always have access to their slimming teas because they've been told that you need to take this amount on a daily basis to be able to, you know, lose an amount of weight.
If I fill this with water, am I good?
You're good to go.
Okay.
You're good to go.
Now, there's something they call detox water. Detox water, I think they put the fruits and I think some tea inside the water.
Some tea. It's still back to what we've been saying, you know, it makes you to lose a lot of water. You keep going to the toilet. The toilet is like your best place in the house whenever you're on these detox teas because you're losing a lot of water. And then over time, you are at the risk of becoming nutritionally deficient of certain nutrients because you are you're losing a whole lot. And then there's what we call electrolyte derangement. Now, those electrolytes are useful minerals in the body that help to maintain vital processes. Now, when you keep on taking these detox teas and losing a lot of water, those electrolytes will become deranged. Their values will become less or too high. And at that point, they become toxic and they can cause more problem.
All right. So me, I'm very stubborn. I like my smoothies. I'm a smoothie person. I have a smoothie bottle. I walk around with this a lot myself. But I just want to, you know, clarify something. If, for instance, you've gone for a test and maybe you've noticed that you've been ill for a while, or maybe you have headaches, or the doctor eventually tells you after this test that you need to detox, is it then okay for me to go around with my smoothie bottle?
In such a case, there's an indication for it. You've seen the professional. You've seen those that know what they're doing. Not people that don't. There are people that, you know, it's trending. If you go to Instagram, a lot of people are selling it and they're making huge amounts of money. Many of them don't even know the physiology behind the whole thing. So if you've seen a professional who knows that, okay, toxins are built up in your body because maybe you have an infection or whatever, prolonged illness, and okay, you need to. Maybe in such a case, it's fine, but not when there is no indication for it and you begin to take it on your own and someone is, you know, cashing in on you, making a whole lot of money from you because they know that you're desperate to lose weight. In such a case, it's not good.
All right, so for those of you who have cartons of this detox stuff at home already and have bought like a basket of fruits to make into smoothies, I'm not saying throw them away. I'm saying go get checked, go to a professional, a nutritionist, and find out exactly if you need this detox as much as all the things you bought or not. But if not, hey, just stick to the good old balanced diet. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for coming to the studio once again.
Thank you for having me.
I have a smoothie to drink. Back to you in the studio.
All right, wonderful one there, TT. I've got in the house DJ So G. It's great to have you. You're welcome. One remarkable thing about this young man here is he lays claim to being the premier gospel and non-gospel DJ. Is that the best way to put it?
Well, the best way to put it is I'm the only DJ in Nigeria that plays just clean music.
Clean music, right? Clean music. I like that. How do you define, or how do you select? How do you know what is clean music to you?
Well, when you say clean music is just a song that has good message. So
good message.
Good message. Right? Might not be a gospel song. I mean, a lot of people tag gospel song to be a song written by or song performed by a gospel artist. Okay. So it could be a song performed by any of these artists that you know about. I mean, a lot about songs by Fino, songs by Flavor, Adekunle Gold. These are not gospel artists, but they have good music.
How long have you been doing this, playing clean music, and how financially viable is it to play clean music in this age?
I think the truth is, once you're a DJ, you're a DJ. A DJ is a businessman. Okay. So the ability for you to be able to manage your business very well has to do with that. So for you to give your clients, your customers what they want, that would show how viable it sits for you as a businessman. Professionally, I've been in the DJ business for like 14 years right now.
14, now that's quite something. So that means that you have quite a community. I know you lost a friend recently who reportedly committed suicide. Can you give us some insights? Is there anything that the public needs to know more about that story?
Well, a friend of mine, my friend, a work colleague is Seun Mogaji, popularly known as DJ XG actually committed suicide. I mean, the suicide story was a shock to me because I saw him early that morning.
That same day?
That same day, yes, because he had a concert he used to do every 1st of the year at Ologbo, Lagos Island. And I was at the concert there, and we're still joking. He was telling me, hey, boy, go and marry. You guys are single, you know. I'm like, man, marriage.
That same day.
Was telling me that 2019, man, that's what you guys have to do. But, so I left the concert early around 3 a.m. in the morning. Then I got home. Later in the evening, someone called me up and said, see, did you see what this guy wrote on his Instagram? I said, what? Go and check it. Then I check it. Then I called someone on the island. They said, this guy drank insecticide. I was like, what?
Is there any chance that there's foul play involved? Are we sure that it is definitely suicide?
When you say suicide, well, I don't know how you call it suicide, okay. but an attempt to take your life to me. So what people said, the close source said, that there's met an insecticide beside him, and based on what they tried to make that with the message he put on social media. So we were able to say, okay,
so but from what you know about him, can you draw, is there any correlation?
Seun is a wonderful person. He's a wonderful person. You see, a lot of people out there see a lot of us here in the media. They see us in showbiz, I mean, out there, especially DJs. Yeah. We're funny, we dance, we'll come to your party, we'll make you happy. I mean, we have our own problem too as well, but, you know, we don't put that on our face. We put that inside. I think psychologists call it mid-depression. So we go through that in our own room.
How do you handle it yourself? How do you handle it?
Personally, as an Ibadan boy, whenever I'm depressed, I eat amala, I never do.
Forgive me for, we're talking so forgive me for smiling. That's a good, okay, that's your own defense mechanism. That's how you sort yourself out. Well, you see something about the story that has gone on. You know, there was so much support from friends, and he had a lot of friends in entertainment and all of that. And, you know, he was buried the next day after, and there was no chance for an autopsy. Because as much as, yes, we might think so, anybody could have held the phone and put up anything. I'm just saying, anybody could have put anything and happen. Are we sure 100% that that was the case? Without investigation after, can we say so? Can we really say so?
In the case of that autopsy that you may mention, I think that's one of the mistakes that I think we do in about people's death, about suicide like that. But if you look at the trend so far, the rate of suicide, young people committing suicide these days, made me to have a conclusion. Let me just say
the story was about he had marital issues. Do you know anything of that?
You know, we just work colleagues, just friends. We don't talk about marital stuff. But going back to what I said earlier, if you look at the trend of the songs we have these days, those songs have just two things in common. Money, girls. Now, when you put those variables together, money and girls, it's just talking about how guys will just go and get money at all costs. Get it at all means. You must just get the money, get the dough, and use it to get the girls. And if you can't get the girls, you oppress the girls. But guess what? The young guys are the ones suffering for this.
We have, I enjoyed talking with you. We have to go. Thank you very much. So G, like you said, if there's mid-depression or full depression, just go and eat amala. Thank you very much. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. We'll take a break. I'll be right back with the next half of the show. Well, good morning to you once again. Of course, you are definitely awake. It's Wake Up Nigeria. You have to be awake. You should be on your way. Of course, you know if you're on your way, you can get us on the go, online, wherever you go. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, and as sure as I'm wearing a green dress that's very, very lovely today, everybody has been telling me, we need you awake to watch the rest of the show. So we're going to keep pumping you with loads of great things to see.
It's actually a lovely dress. I love the...
What?
Yeah, that's the part I love about the dress.
Yeah, I think it's like a...
What's this called?
Some kind of semi-peplon.
Is it?
And tassels. Tassels.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. I was fishing for that compliment and I got it.
Tassels.
That's how it's done, ladies. That's how it's done.
Wow, she just gave you some hits there. And of course, you know that you're going to be waking up to Chef V's cooking. Yeah. It does not get better than that. But then, you know that's how we do it every day. Mary's extremely excited about the meal this morning. Let's hope that she makes sure that there's something left for our guests at the end. My name is Mike.
I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Remember, we're streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Please send us your comments with our hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, hit us up right there. Remember the hashtag. If not, we'll not see you. And it's like it never happened. But it's fine. Still just send your messages to us.
All right, so we spoke about this, how to deal with dependent spouse or partner.
We talked about that
Yeah,
earlier.
we've spoken about that.
That was a hot discussion.
I don't know who was the panelist or who was, because both of them were just going, I was back and forth.
Punchy.
Like,
if you missed it, check it out on YouTube later on.
Yep, of course.
But there's still much more coming up on the show.
And then, of course, we have a performance from the gang as they perform. About 4 artists performing together.
Yeah, so
it's going to be a wonderful performance.
The guy that I remember there is Yoki Gila.
Yeah,
Yoki is just really, really hot. And I know he came with some amazing people that are going to be performing Omo Mommy. And, well, they are the gang.
Of course.
Stay close for that one.
They are. Okay,
now
we have something coming up.
Yeah,
we spoke about it yesterday and want to show you something. It's about the experience, first time in Lagos experience, right?
Yeah, because Mike talked about his first experience in Lagos.
Let's see that.
And we hit the streets to find.
I was born in Lagos. No, I wasn't born in Lagos. I first came to Lagos 6 years ago, in 2007.
That's like 30 years ago. My first time of coming to Lagos was 2010. My first experience of Lagos was terrible. I had my phone stolen. My money was gone.
What kind of place is this? We were rough, you know, no gentleman.
When I got to a bus stop to enter a bus, I didn't know it was a struggle. So I was waiting for the bus and people were all inside and I was outside.
The stress was just way out of line, especially the traffic. The traffic was crazy.
The memorable thing about Lagos is the people.
Lagos is a hustler city. It's no man's land.
The infrastructures in Lagos are 100% better than anywhere else in other states in Nigeria.
Everybody's a hustler in Lagos. Like, they move here and there, as in they're always busy.
You wake up and everybody's already out. You'll be wondering, these people go to bed? Or why is everybody going to? Why is everybody so awake this early?
Hold up. Traffic, no movement, you know. You can be there. But even if you are traveling, you can spend like 3 hours. But you can be in Lagos, the way you are going to, you can spend like 10 hours just there.
In Lagos, you have to be smart. If you are not smart, you cannot live in Lagos.
No matter where I go and how quiet and calm everywhere is, I will always still miss Lagos hustle. There is no, like, you're on the street, you're walking, everybody wants to do something. You can't be in Lagos and not want to be productive.
So that was...
So these traffic causers.
Yeah, so...
I am Lagos. I am Bashwa. You people should start going to where you are going.
I'm actually a Lagosian myself.
What are you looking for?
We chase all of
But
you are from Lagos.
I'm actually
Excuse
a Lagosian
me.
myself. But the issue now is everybody has that first experience of being in Lagos when it comes, maybe when you're even growing up. The first time you go on the streets of Lagos without parents or without support from anyone, that experience, that thing that just hits you. Hopefully it's not a bad experience for you. Hopefully it's something that's memorable that will make you laugh. But it does build character over time.
We have to head to the news now. Nifemi, were you born here? What's your experience like, your first time in Lagos? Maybe from birth, or did you just come here? How? Tell us about it.
I came into Lagos gradually. So I started from
gradually again.
entered Bega, and now I'm in K2.
All right.
All right, guys, welcome back with me right here at the Roscoe Music Genius, guys. And they've been teaching me how to Zanku. I can't seem to get a hold of it, though. Hey? And they'll be performing to the song, Oh, My Mommy. Guys, take it away.
All right, let's do this.
Make me wanna see you tonight.
Hey, oh my mommy. Yeah, amazing performance, guys. All right, so please come forward. I'd like to speak to you. All right. So how long has this record label been, this group?
Yeah,
how long have you guys been together?
We started about 4 years, 3-4 years ago, and we've been getting like bigger and bigger. And this young man joined us 2018, and then his first song was actually Omo Mommy.
Omo Mommy, okay. And I seem to be getting, I like the flow that you bring to the group. Yeah, I like it.
Yes. So much. Thank you so much.
So what are you working, what's the plan for this year?
The plan for this year, obviously, the first single is out, Omo Mommy, so another single is coming very soon. It's another banger, so just watch out for that.
All right, and I hear you guys, when you were talking about Omo Mommy, you're referring to her. Is there some sort of... You know these things happen. It happens, guys. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
Yeah, it happens.
It's not happening.
We're friends, like
we're all family.
You know what? I think that's what I love the most about your group. I see the bond, like it reflects, and that's really nice. Very nice. Any collaborations in the nearest future?
Oh yes.
A lot,
of course.
What artists are you looking at?
Let's not.
Right now, we've,
please.
Right now, we're working with we're discussing with Orezi, and we're also in touch with the bad guys as far as so. A lot of things are coming actually, but amongst us ourselves, we've collaborated together.
Okay.
We have an album coming soon. He has an EP that's ready, that's dropping like real soon. She's working on that EP as well. My album is dropping, and he also has an EP. So we're coming with different sounds.
Different sounds. What's your kind of music though? So you want to give us a feel of it? Yeah. I love that. Yeah. We can do the beats with our mouths.
Sometimes I wish that we could be miles apart, and the hurt that you feel, I could feel it. Feel me from the start. You keep me whenever you needed me. All of you, I get them sorted. Oh no, you act like you don't know. I'm a heartbeat fast when you are close.
Nice. You guys should have given her a round of applause. So did you write that?
Yes.
Oh, you write as well. Interesting. All right. So there's that competition. Even though the female artists in Nigeria don't want to say there is. So what's that? What's that feel? What's that thing that you're gonna bring that's gonna make you stand out?
Originality.
Okay.
And uniqueness.
Okay, so we're not going to be seeing any of that sass.
A little of sass.
Of course.
Yes.
All right, great stuff. Yes. So I love what you guys are doing. It's amazing. Omo Mommy. So what are we expecting next?
We're dropping Muyiwa's EP. It's titled SCAR, an acronym for Sunshine Comes After the Rain.
Sunshine comes right after the rain. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
SCAR. Is that coming from a deep place? Is that coming from a deep place? Emotional, deep?
If you look at me,
there's a scar.
Where is that from? You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, it happened when you were boys and this period while I was like.
Oh, so it's nothing, it's just play, it's just childhood thingy. Okay. All right. So we are looking forward to your EP, Scar. Amazing stuff, guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show today to, serenade us with your mommy. All right, guys, we gotta move back into the studio with Mary and Shafi in the kitchen. Hello.
Yes, and I found my way into the kitchen before Mike could get here. Mike, I'm watching you. Mary
Titi loves shawarma. That's why she couldn't resist coming in here.
Mary, why are you outing me to the whole of Nigeria?
Well, you know you love shawarma.
I actually really do like shawarma. But I've been told so many things about how many calories are inside that sauce.
Titi keeps talking about calories. But the moment she sees delicious food,
yeah, well, hey.
The calories take a walk.
What can we do? What can we do? I already have my smoothie maker here. It's someone was asking in the studio just now about this, what we're using in the garden earlier. It's wireless, and Lady O'Mary has some on her Instagram handle. I'm just saying, she's selling it.
Don't out me. Anyway.
They're selling it.
You know, earlier we saw a package on your first time in Lagos.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking to myself that it's amazing how Lagos has become like London for some people, or the US.
Exactly.
So many people outside Lagos look forward to coming to Lagos. Like, Lagos is the dream city, the dreamland in Nigeria.
And then when they get here, all those dreams just seem to poof in thin air. But I wanted to talk about my first experience in Lagos. So for those that don't know...
Were you not born in Lagos?
No, I wasn't. It's not that I wasn't born in Lagos. I was born here, but I was taken to the UK as a baby. As in my mom's arms.
So your first experience as an adult in Lagos?
I wasn't even an adult then. I was a teen. So I came back as a teenager. And my first time going out into the world was into a nursery and primary school called Ifelodun Nursery and Primary School. Yes, I went there for common entrance. But guess what? The first thing I saw was a teacher flogging a child on a table.
Wow.
And that was my realization that, my goodness, I'm not in the UK anymore. I'm not in Kansas anymore. I'm in Nigeria. And the girl wasn't even flinching. Like, he had given her like, pa, 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 pa. She didn't flinch. And I'm like, oh, the most barbaric thing I had ever been exposed to in my entire life just happened. And she didn't even flinch. And she got up and just went back to her desk and just sat down. Like, she had collected it and sat down. I was like, so.
When it was your turn?
In tears, I ran all the way home. As in, I ran home. The running there, I knocked the gate like as if there was a tank chasing me or something. And I said, I'm never going back to that school. Well, I ended up doing my common entrance there and everything. There were some kids there in my class I can't forget. They made my experience a lot easier. There's a girl I've been looking for. If she's watching now, Rukayat. Rukayat was my seat partner, and nobody else wanted to sit next to me. Because I was the one that used to speak Fune. And they couldn't understand what I was saying. So Rukayat, I don't know whether she had been watching cartoons abroad or something. She just understood me. I was like, my soulmate. Rukayat, wherever you are, thank you for making my Lagos experience a little bit easier. But man, everybody has a story.
Chevy, what's your Lagos experience?
That was a couple of years ago when I came to Lagos. I was going to go see a movie.
Okay.
I think that was at Jakande. Like, I actually thought there was a cinema at Jakande.
Wow.
So when we got there was no cinema.
Okay.
And I'm like, but this is ShopRite.
Okay.
I felt like, okay, there's supposed to be a cinema in every ShopRite.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. So you didn't know.
I was pretty more disappointed.
Oh. So that's your Lagos experience.
I had to go to
This
Palms.
is such a butty Lagos experience. Like, we're talking about Lagos.
Wow.
You're talking about
the traffic too. The traffic crossing the road. Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Terrible.
All right.
Really terrible.
Okay, so let me bring another one. I have another story. So, JAMB. When I went for JAMB, I had to go to Orile for JAMB. You know those big JAMB centers and everything. And so I entered the bus to come back from the exam, and it was I was one of those kids that used to fight to go and sit in front of the downfall.
Okay.
So I now fought. I must sit in front. I must sit in front. And I sat down very comfortably. I wasn't sharing seats with anybody, and we're going home, right? And I opened my bag. I didn't see my wallet. As soon I had been fighting for that seat so eloquently. I could sit here, and I didn't have money to pay for the bus. And the driver just looked at me, looked at my bag, no wallet, looked at me again, I don't know whether they sent him from heaven or more. He was like, you for just sit down for back. All right, tell us about this shawarma, Chef V, please.
Well, we're done making our shawarma. We'll have a lot of it there.
Okay.
Yeah. See?
But we're not sharing though.
You're not sharing the shawarma?
We're not. We did
sharing.
a lot of hard work.
Yeah,
we're not sharing.
Wow, so I just told stories for nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Titi has no shame when it comes to food, my
Okay, so tell us a bit about it. But I know that there's so that's a sign that shawarma is ready.
It's ready.
Yeah. But we have to take a short break, and we'll be back.
Okay, welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. I've got the one and only, this guy. Okay, I call him Interest. He's interestingly funny, really very funny and annoying. Just give me that eye first. Give me that eye.
You said I'm annoying.
That's your eye. When you do something, then he is. Bello Crab is in the house. Bello Olajide, right? That's your name.
No, Bello Kabir Olajide.
Bello Kabir Olajide. It's great to have you. You're welcome.
Yeah, nice
You're welcome.
meeting you.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
He's looking at me.
You didn't tell me your name.
Mike. My name is Mike. Okay. You know, the skit, when I, as in the first skit that gets into my mind, when I always remember is the one with the fruit of the womb.
Watermelon.
Fruit of the womb. You guys are something else. Let's talk about the development of your character. You know, how did that come about?
Basically, a lot of people tell me the way I look. You know, I don't know the way I look. So a lot of people. Yeah.
You just don't have a mirror to look inside. You know how you
look.
No.
I know how I look, but the way people see me is very different. So I took advantage of that look. Like I can make use of it. So I have my own character. I play with a silent comedy. I'm popularly known with that. Can I say something?
Yeah, can I say something?
That I don't talk. Yeah, so it's more of a silent comedy. That's my own personal character. Then the Pamela and Mama Felicia is
Pamela.
That's the combination of me and Josh Too Funny. Yeah.
Yeah. When did that develop? When did you guys come up to strike that combination, that partnership?
Yeah, we've been doing that. We started making video comedy, video skits. I think it was like last 4 years, but
wow.
I was not acting then. So most times I cook up the story. So we shoot, but I don't appear. But I started Pamela, I think, last 2 years.
And that is the one. That's the one that's when I really came in contact with you and all of that. And you guys are wonderful putting up that show together with Josh Too Funny. How long have you known him before you guys even started working together? How long have you known him all together?
Okay, this is 2019 now, so I'll say 11 years.
See, so all the friends I've known for 11 years, if you've not bought me car, I'm going straight to that one now. 11 years. You guys have known for 11 years.
Yeah.
Known for as friends and all of that.
Yeah, we met in the church. I was born a Muslim, but my mom converted me to a Christian when I was very small. So I started.
Kabir.
Yeah, I didn't change.
That's Muslim, right?
Yeah, I didn't change my name.
Mean?
For now.
Don't worry. Let's go ahead. Okay, so yeah, we're talking about how you guys
we met in the church. So I normally go to this church called MFM, Mountain of Fire.
You have a new member.
Ministry.
Rihanna.
Yeah. What?
I'm serious.
Yeah, I saw
you saw that right? He knows what I'm talking about.
So we met in church. There's this drama group I joined. So I was new. So Josh was one of the guys I met. Then we started rolling. He owns a studio. I go to his studio almost like every day. I was a studio rat in his studio. So from there, I started rapping. I was a rapper. Josh was called the worldwide rapper. I was a rapper then. So from rapping, we switched to dancing.
Wow, these guys have done everything.
So after dancing, while we're dancing, I lost my right shoulder here.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So
how did that happen?
It's stunt too. Don't do it. I can do it.
Auntie, I can do it. Don't worry.
I will do it. I want to impress everybody. So
and that was how. Wow.
So from dancing, then we switched to comedy. So like that, all the hustle, plenty.
So, yeah. Now he got you. This is the car your friend got you. Just
yeah.
Let's talk about this. Was it? How did it come across to you when you got the car? How did it come across to you?
To be honest, I never saw this coming. Like, no, it was just our normal outing. Like, so we went for a wedding.
Okay.
So before we left the house, he was making different calls. I thought he was talking to someone. So like, I never knew he was telling the guy to bring the car down to the wedding. So it was like a proposal.
Really?
So he just took me to the car park. I was like, like, you know, the guy is full of we play normally. Yeah, so I was like, okay, this is a joke, right? So
yeah, this is a joke.
No, you can't be this. I was like, wait, am I?
Are you on? I understand.
It was a big surprise.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. So and I think that's I just with using you guys as reference, you know, because there's a lot about, you hear things like fake friends that can't stand up for each other. What kind of words can you give out to people out there talking about relationships or friendships and all that? Because yours has been quite successful financially. You guys have grown together for quite a long while. What can you say to guys out there how to keep good relationships going? Of course, you've had your fights. They're part of it. How do you keep good relationships like this going?
Concerning the friendship thing, for me, I'm not that kind of guy that have this plenty friends. Yeah. So if you really want a good relationship for yourself, I think you just maintain one and stick to one. Like like be loyal, and just do what friends does. Like.
And also, yeah, that's true. Many people were part of one giveaway like that. This guy hammered one name. You just go there and say, can I say something? I will just start commenting.
It's not one name. It's 1.5.
1.5. Bros, I bet you block him there. He's not going up.
It's 1.5. Then let me tell you, the money has finished. So there's nothing you can even do here. Because immediately I got that money here. So see, do you know my landlord is following me on Instagram?
Okay, you know what happens now? Titi, Mary, we are like 4 waiting there now. We are taking to the kitchen. I can't even just finish like that.
God will not let us match line. It's like a match line.
Okay, all right, guys, take it away. Myself and Bello Creb are coming to join you guys now.
All right, so we've seen the amazing vehicle. Looks really, really good. Mike will be joining us with our guest very, very soon.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about today's meal. Like, this is something everybody eats every time, and you don't really take it like a big deal until you see it on Chef V's platter.
It's what you call comfort food.
Uncle V.
Yes, sir.
You have done it again. So after fattening yourself, you now say you are deceiving yourself with fruits. Abi?
All right, that presentation looks really good.
Really good.
Well
really
done.
good.
So what did you use to garnish?
We have watermelon.
Yeah.
We have cucumber and
Cherry
a bit of cherry tomatoes and a bit of our sauce on it.
Our sauce. Whose sauce?
Chef V's.
Our secret recipe.
What it does, I don't know. This
Our
guy is actually very gifted, very skilled when it comes to creating seasoning for stuff. You should try his jollof rice seasoning.
For real?
Chineke. I've been telling him you should.
Are you serious?
Guy, the Igbo blood in me is telling you, let's make money, oh. Hey. Let's make money.
Seasonings, eh? All right. Hi. Welcome.
Okay, let's go this way.
All right. So please come to this side.
Good morning.
Yeah, how's it going? Thanks for
was-
making it to the studio.
Yeah, I was told that
That
I want to come and eat.
Yes,
So
so
there's actually no food here for you
really time
because there are 4 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we
yeah.
forgot to make an extra one for you. So maybe if you wait a bit, we'll
I need to get the chair for him. Let's
next
organize
week.
it.
Next week.
Okay, but you guys know,
wait, calm
Mary.
down. Let him tell you what's inside first. Maybe you change your mind and allow us to eat it and not eat it.
So you guys did not get a chair. What are you guys doing here?
So
We're talking about our Lagos experience.
We're waiting for the gentleman to do it.
All right,
Wow.
so just go ahead.
Okay.
Help
You want me
yourself.
to eat?
Yes, sir.
I was joking, no.
Joking.
I'll finish everything, no.
Get us to play.
It's all
Wait,
yours.
Mike,
Mike,
just
respect
move,
yourself.
just move, please. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Wait, what's this?
This is
chicken
Tell us
and
about
veggie wrap.
What?
Just the Nigerian shawarma.
Bros, shawarma.
Veggie ram.
Veggie wrap.
Rap.
Yeah.
Oh, like rap.
Rap.
Yo.
Yeah.
So there's yo in this thing.
Please have a taste and tell us what you think.
You
Really?
do well. Well,
brave.
all right,
Okay.
last.
Last.
plain brave. All right, so have a taste. And while he's having a taste, really a big thank you to Chef V. He always comes through.
He does.
Like Ben Dededeng.
Went there.
So what do you think? What do you think?
I'll get back to you. Can I have all?
Oh, okay. I think that's possible.
It's
I
yours,
think that's
don't worry.
We had a great time on the show. Of course, the conversation about Lagos still continues on social media. So tweet at us about your first experience in Lagos, we'll be reading out your comments on the show tomorrow.
Yes,
let's know what your experience was like. Did they steal your phone? Did they steal your bag? Hey. Like me, did you understand? Did you decipher what the conductors were saying? Let's know on social media.
Speaking English with English.
All right. So
no, yaba. His one was yaba.
Thank you to Homely Angie for the kitchen accessories.
And of course, Fola at Fola's Place for the hairstyling. We appreciate you all. Thanks for tuning in. Tune again tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got fruit of the womb for Pamela.
Really? Yeah.
Really? And you can follow me on Instagram at Bello Creb.
Bello Creb.
Yes. B-E-double-L-O.
We should have made crabs today. Crab for crabs, crabs for crabs.
Make sure you make it a day with us tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Bye-bye.